All right, and welcome back, guys. Good evening to everyone. Welcome back to the PhilPacific E-motorsports preseason race. My name is Keno Dominado, and I'm here today with my Exocia Racing Division teammate, Joey Deriquito. Joey, good evening to you.
How are you? Good evening. Excited to be here.
Yeah, excited to be here as well. And grabe, a lot of things are gonna be happening tonight, no? And just a throwback to last week, PhilPacific was in Mount Panorama just last week, and right now we're gonna be at Laguna Seca. So,
Oh, wow.
how's it like for you, Joey? Have you raced in this track before?
Oh, well, not on Assetto Corsa Competizione, but on GT Sport back in the day.
Ah, so
So I'm familiar,
anything
familiar
we're
lang with the
expecting?
layout.
Anything we're expecting kaya for this round?
I'm not sure actually, but judging from the earlier practice sessions that we got to see, wow, it's gonna be a great competition.
Yeah, grabe. I mean, it's gonna be one heck of a ride, especially the famous corkscrew, or what they call sa
The
Laguna Seca.
sudden drop really gets you, but if you enter it wrong, oof,
Yeah. It
it's
could get a lot of us. It could get all of us. Pero at least it's gonna be putting on a show for everyone who's gonna be racing with us tonight.
of
So,
course.
grabe. All right. So, are you ready to see the drivers? I think they're still practicing, no? Awaiting their
Yeah, I think they are.
qualies. So, without further ado, let's go for it.
Yes.
All right. So right now we're looking at JP Santillan right here. It's using a yellow Porsche into the corkscrew.
Is this the first time that he's using this car? I heard
This was
you
his
promised
car on the
before.
previous season, actually.
Oh, I see, I see. So,
Yeah, for the first three preseason rounds, he's been using the Audi R8, but I think now he's going for a Porsche once again.
Very conservative there. It's just practice lap. He's not going to show off his racing lines and skills just yet.
Yeah, not yet,
There's
not
the-
yet though.
Oh yeah. He's entering the. Oh, there we go. Yeah. I guess he's still starting to warm up his tires. He got a little squirrely on the exit.
Moving on, this is Emilson Reguial.
Nice, straight away. So I believe they're still warming up their tires, right?
Right.
Okay, nice. I'm not sure. Okay. Nice.
Far so good. Grabe.
Yes.
Right, so that's Emerson Reguial into the final corner and to the stretch. Now let's take a look at Aldo Balagulan,
Oh no.
walking in the BMW M6 in the Golf livery.
Nice, very nice. Straight away. Straight.
Doesn't this Golf livery remind you of something classic, Joey?
What exactly? I don't know. Looks like bubblegum on my head. Reminds me of bubblegum.
Yeah,
Very nice.
iconic Golf livery.
For sure. Oh, somebody
Emerson
spun out.
Reguial facing the
The wrong way.
Yeah, facing the wrong way.
Yeah, the wrong way. There you go.
I want to see
Oh, he
how
went-
Aldo Balagulan takes this route.
Same. Very much.
All right. Up next, we are looking at Alexis Clapano. Go.
Very nice. First corner. Wow. Very smooth lines.
Very smooth lines there. Francis Petrillo trying to keep up with Alexis Clapano.
Oh no. It's Wow, he's braking fairly late, isn't he? He's already going at a faster pace.
Well, based on the times here, there's about 6 thousandths of a second. Alexis Clapano is faster than Russell Reyes, so
Oh, wow, that's
this looks promising. It's like
That's a
Russell
pretty
Reyes,
good
you have a
holding
new
up.
contender for this round, just like in Mount Panorama.
Here we go. It's gonna be an interesting battle. Coming
I'm
up
actually
later.
curious how this will all turn out, guys. Oh my god.
Same, very much so. Given the times that they're showing off now, it's gonna be a really, really close race later on. 1.1 of a second, or less than actually. Wow.
Yeah, less than. Alright, into the corkscrew.
Very nice. You can really see the car jiggle a bit out of exit.
Alright, up next we have RL Torres chasing down Anthony Munoz.
Going in straight. Sort of a conservative line there. It's still part of the racing line. Braking at the 2 mark. Wow, he's really going after. Pretty straightforward. Very nice. Ooh, they're getting close to one another in the corkscrew. And a nice clean pass. Very well done.
Right. And up next we have Earl Kaelic. It's
Maybe adjusting a few settings.
just adjusting. Right now, let's head back to to Sky Kwongan, representing
Kwongan,
Aitan
nice.
Endurance Team Thailand, into the corkscrew.
A smooth approach there. Looks like he's trying to feel out the course right now. Not really doing anything, sketchy. Very smooth. Ooh, there was someone off the track, I believe.
Actually, you know what? Hang on, guys. Joey, I'll revert it back, muna. Yeah, let me just tweak something.
Go down.
Alright, so far, no, that's just a practice session. Grabe, anything else we're expecting kaya for this one, Joey?
Entirely sure, but so far the top 5 look very promising in terms of competition, no?
Oh,
With the less than 0.1 of a second difference between them, grabe, that's gonna be one heck of a race later, no?
oh yeah. Only time will tell what these guys will be capable of, and maybe it may not be not so sunny weather, perhaps. We shall see.
Forecast.
It's overcast, pero something could happen.
Could we see rain action? That could put a wrench in the mix, no?
Maybe that can be arranged. There you go. Thanks for pointing out, Nico Salvador.
Yes.
Look at Marcus Victor right here.
Very nice. Powering on a little bit late, I would assume. Still very clean racing though. Very clean race. Still very smooth import. That's really hard to do if you're in a...
Almost flat out pag ginagawa nila, no, Joey?
Oh. Yeah, I noticed that. Okay. Oh, I can't do that. It's very hard for me to do that.
Marcus Victor,
Wow.
representing ADP Pharma BRS Racing Team. Right.
Is that a new livery?
Yes,
Right.
apparently a new support they're trying to promote. And
Yeah,
shout out to Doc Moy
congratulations.
for actually letting us know.
You know, congrats.
I think we see Parit Sayamara going out of the pit lane earlier. Focus Victa into the first corner.
Yes. Approaching turn 2. Already. Still very smooth racing. Since this is the practice session, they're pretty staggered in terms of their position on the track, right? There's not much pretty smooth racing for now. Can't wait for the grid, no? It's gonna be interesting. Because with them having clean air right now during practice, they have access to their ideal racing lines. But without them, with the extra competition in play, they might have to adjust it, which will create some very interesting racing later on. So far, so good.
Right, look, this is looking promising here.
Oh yeah, it's definitely.
Up next, we're having one contender for this race. It's going to be none other than Russell Reyes.
Ooh, Russell Reyes with the
The
Bentley.
VRS racing team.
Yes. Actually, with that gap between them and Capano, wow, I think Russell's really pushing for this one. He wants that pole. He really wants it. Oh, and right behind him is also Francis Miguelia, also pushing as well. Ano ba? Wag lang. Sige, I'll increase getting input and output.
There you go.
Better?
Yeah.
Alright.
A lot better. Thank
Alright. Wait, so are we still muted?
you. No, we're here.
Okay. Nice.
On the stretch right now, Russell Reyes chasing down Anthony Munoz.
Oh, and Clapano entering at the same time.
There he is. There's
Nice.
Alexis
Really,
Clapano.
Oh, you got them on the first turn. Oh.
Let's go.
Oh. Almost contact, right?
That was so close.
Yeah, very close. A little bit of break tap there.
It's going to be
Just the
interesting. Russell Reyes in between two drivers.
Oh, Russell Reyes now has the fastest time for practice. That gap is just getting smaller and smaller between these three races. No?
Alexis Clapano using all the track, maximizing
To get
corner
it.
exit. Oh, no, Anthony Munoz goes off track. Oh, no.
Not good, not good.
Okay.
Indeed.
Well, these guys are excited, man. I mean, just look at what's happening right now.
They're really gunning for that pole position kahit practice pa lang, huh? Francis Matrilia, I think, has the fastest time of the session, for the practice session so far, no? Yeah.
Oh, dear. You can see the differences in lines here. One can just pull away right here and then they just keep up at one point.
Exactly. It's a game of milliseconds now.
Yeah.
That adds up to the whole race. So at the end of the race, you could make up more than maybe 3 or 5 seconds, and that's already a big deal when it comes to racing, especially at these speeds.
Oh yeah.
They're really going hard. No.
Giving an inch here, but pero they gotta make sure fuel levels are up to spec.
Of course.
Yeah.
Practice pa lang to. They have to save a little bit of their skill for later on when it actually comes to the races and qualification. The qualies, no? Qualifier times.
One strategy kasi minsan nakikarry over is fuel levels in qualies. Usually they would lower it para di sila mabigat.
Checker.
Take a look at the view. Let's look at the onboard view of Alexis Clapano as he chases down Russell Reyes.
Look at that. They have pretty similar lengths, but they're really chasing. Clapano's really chasing. If you're in the driver mindset, you're looking for that extra tenth of a second just to catch up to your opponent. That's very hard to do.
Overcooking that. Alexis Clapano is sent to the sand.
Not good.
Not good. Oh, okay.
Wala naman damage.
They gotta be
Just
setting
look
up.
like he received. Yeah.
Alright. Now we're on to Parit Sayamara chasing down Marcos Victa.
Interesting lines right there.
Massive shout out to Team Thailand right here joining us tonight for PhilPacific E-motorsports, right?
Shout out to them.
Massive shout out to these guys.
Yes. Entering turn 10. Beautifully right there. Here we go. Turn 11 for Sayamara.
Alright.
Oh, looks like we have a battle brewing somewhere else.
There you go. Marcos Victa closing the gap with Anthony Munoz.
Wow, look at that. They're really going at it, no? I'm guessing their time difference is about what? Maybe that's about a second or so? I'm not entirely sure, but it looks about a second. Yeah, more or less.
It looks like we have a minute left before the qualifyings start. So,
Here we go.
we are about to see an interesting turn of events coming up really soon.
Of course. No, actually, these practice sessions give the racers a bit of like a psychological edge over their opponents. You can pressure them. As early as now, you can give them a little bit of a psychological pressure. Oh, that's not good. We have a spin out on the corkscrew.
Oh my.
Oh wow.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no. Ooh. Spin out also. Not good.
Alright. Next. Alright, there we go.
As a bit of an introductory thing, Jan, what do you do for those who aren't, who don't know about it? What do you do if you go off track? What's the proper procedure for those who want to get into sim racing like this and have like real world rules? You have to wait for the track to clear, right? Or
Yeah, make sure though, if ever you go off track, just make sure anything that can disrupt
other
people's time, just make sure you stay out of their way. And of course, you gotta safely rejoin the track. Wait for everyone to pass, then you can rejoin the track safely.
Nice. Ah, good.
So we're not gonna be like Wreckfest, right? We're not gonna be ruining everyone's experience, because that's actually what's annoying in sim racing as well. But that can be easily avoided if racecraft is actually taught really, really well,
Yes.
right from the start.
Of course. Agreed.
Right?
Siyempre, you don't want to make accidents happen, no?
So imagine mo na lang if this were real, no? Pag nabangga dyan, imagine how much thousands of dollars you will spend just to, pay for damages, repair the car, right?
Bumper pa lang, Vios na.
Oo nga eh. Diba?
What more kung ibang parts eh.
Alright. Kasi grabe, I mean, and to think these are supercars in sim racing, no, Joey? What more if you actually drive this in real life? I don't think we'll be driving it like this in real life. I mean,
For sure.
iiyak yung wallet mo for a while.
Bumaba pa lang eh.
Oo nga eh.
Mas mapera mo eh. What more pa gas, no?
Oo, I mean, I'm pretty sure these guys are not easy on gas, man. I mean, lamon sa lamon, di ba? If you want power.
Siyempre.
Yeah.
If you're using all the horsepower, you might as well. Hindi naman ito yung real life na kailangan ko talaga magpagas eh.
No.
Matic, 5,000 plus na yan.
Oo nga eh. One
Sira
race
pa mag-source
weekend.
ng...
I think isang isang season ng Bios Cup siguro.
Mahirap pa mag-source ng E85 sa Philippines, no?
Oh yeah.
Only a few places sell that eh, so...
Only a selected few places sell that. So
layo pa sa mga race track.
yeah.
It's a road trip talaga.
Grabe talaga. Pwede mangyari.
Oh yeah. Free practice. So now the grid is pretty staggered. People are just going at their own pace.
I think so,
Trying to
yeah.
They're probably also trying out different lines as well, I think. Okay, kasi you want to always have a good racing line when you have competitors around. And I believe Gutierrez is right behind Munoz right now.
Yeah, teammates of Hold My Beer racing team. Showcasing.
That is...
Yeah. Uniform pa silang livery, no?
Oo nga eh. They're really going at it, the gap isn't closing that much.
Yeah.
Expected naman yun, they'll catch up in the corners, but when they exit it after...
Even though one of their teammates in front of them, Bernie Ronquillo, one teammate of them as well.
I believe Gutierrez went a little bit off track there. Slightly. And Ronquillo is still going at it, no?
Bernie Ronquillo here, based in Singapore. I got a chance to interview him last round, and talagang they're really saying that circuit racing is a whole new breed, talaga. For adrenaline rush, for high speeds and grip.
For sure.
And what amplifies their experience all the more is actually using a direct drive. As you can see on on both doors, they have sim magic there.
Wow. So in your experience, since you currently have a unit, how is it?
Oh man, it's an absolute game changer, if I may say. Having a direct drive in circuit and even in rally, oh man, it's a game changer. It makes it feel more immersive, and you can really feel the wheel fighting with you, and it won't and it won't really hesitate. So right now, from forcing the wheel, it's not about being careful not to get your arm or your fingers broken off. It's still a risk.
Oh yeah. So the wheel can really fight back.
It will fight you, and your muscles on your arms and your abs will really cry, but it's totally worth it. Immersive talaga ba?
Oh, wow, grab it. That's really nice. So all you're missing now is the G-forces on the sides. Where...
That's right.
Complete experience, eh.
Di mo naka-hydraulics na yung racing seat mo sa sim rig mo. That's the goal. Pero maintenance-wise, medyo wala pa tayo dun eh.
Oh, yeah. Grabe, after every race, you're drenched in sweat talaga eh. Exercise to the max eh.
Oo nga eh. Grabe talaga. Eh, yung tunay na workout talaga. No? Shout out kay Das also, who's using a motion rig from D3R Simulator.
Ooh, nice.
So basically, those motion rigs now are like around $50,000 US.
Wow.
And to think that is just a trimmed down version of a racing simulator. Grabe. But more yung full-fledged, di ba?
Oh, true that.
Grabe.
Yung ano na experience talaga.
Oo.
I believe Munoz is being chased down by somebody right now.
By Aldo Balagulan. Let's check it from his view right here.
Grabe. Must have, especially with Aldo behind you. I've raced with him before, but in turn, his presence is even on stage rally. It's very
terrifying, isn't it?
Oh heck yeah, for sure. Because if you make a mistake, no, Aldo will be right there, right next to you.
Oh hell yes.
Oh, Aldo is stopping. Hey, that's our fellow Exocia talent.
Yeah,
Kirk.
We have Kirk Alves.
He's about to enter the trap. Nice livery, man.
I still apologize, Kirk. I still don't have your official livery. You're still Pink Panther to me.
He stands out, dude. That's the beauty of having pink. They're easily recognizable.
Definitely, 100%.
Back to Aldo again.
This may be a default color, but I may say it actually suits the car. I mean,
for sure.
For me, it doesn't matter what livery you slap on that AMR. Any livery for that AMR is majestic.
True that. Agreed. Here we go. Kirk is still on the hot of the heels of, I believe, who's that? Not too far, yeah. Entering the corkscrew right now. It's right behind Torres. Let's go. Even if this is a sim game, you can really see the suspension working hard to support the G-forces of the cars, no?
Oh yeah, I mean, attention to detail right here. 505 games really over-delivered when it comes to quality control, right?
Oh, for sure, yeah. I think that giving drivers the best experience possible.
Oh yes. And it's high time as well, Joey, no? Kasi at the pandemic, medyo kating-kati tayo mag-track, pero I think this is the closest thing we can get.
Oh yeah. Recently the AAP announced that they're allowing sanctioned races to begin again. So.
Oh, right. Lately they're announcing we can return, pero kailangan, I think, fully vaccinated ka na dapat, no?
Oh, yeah. Still better to be safe.
Of course.
Siyempre, pag racing event, daming tao, pit crew pa lang, no?
Yep, pit crew pa lang. Actually, racers and of course, spectators, no? The risk is all the more the same.
For sure, tama.
Especially kung yung buong angkan yung dalawa, pag nangangarera yung isang tao, hindi natin mapipigil yan.
Oo,
di ba?
Grabe.
Kahit yung lola mo sa kabilang barangay, patala mo doon eh, manunood yan.
Hindi ko pa sa truck eh. Oh? Kahit may ingay na yung exhaust. Dito yung lola mo, let's go! Kaya mo yan!
Ganun yan, pare. Pag pamilya, wala kang wala kang hindi madadala.
For sure. Siyempre, todo support sa'yo eh.
Of course. Okay, now we're up to RL Torres.
Oh yeah. Ooh, a little bit of a bump there. Oh, Kirk goes.
Kirk goes back to the pits.
Yep.
Oh, Sky kay Wongwan. Spins out. Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm excited for what's gonna happen. If it's gonna rain, oh no, we're gonna vibrate like crazy here, Joy. Corkscrew pa lang, will you see them go flat out or will they hesitate?
Spin to win, bro. Spin to win.
Spin away!
Given the caliber of these drivers, kayang-kaya nila. So Keanu, as of right now, given their practice laps, who do you think is a shoe-in for podium?
For P1, 2, and 3, I believe it's gonna be Russell Reyes, Francis Metrillo, and Alexis Papano. It's gonna be on the podium, but we can never tell yet since this is just practice. Strategies and settings will still change when it comes to qualifying.
Oh yeah, of course. We might see major changes later on in the race now. As the So right now, still another relaxing stroll for Papano as he's entering the corkscrew. So I believe that oh, it was a little bit squirrely there. Oh, and there's a collision. But I believe damage was off while in practice.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, just awaiting some further instructions here. We're going to be starting the qualies in just a few minutes.
Here we go. Time to keep notes of their lap times. Ooh, Marcus Victor goes off on the corkscrew.
So right now we're taking on the view of Andreas Wolf right here.
Oh yes.
All right, there they go.
So I believe most of the people are in the pits right now, waiting further instructions.
While
some are still
further instructions.
while others are still maximizing their time practice. Going hard. There's JP Santillán. Andreas Wolf goes a little bit wide but saves it.
Okay, so basically, right now up next we have Marcos Nicolo Victa. And look at this, Joey. ATP Pharma livery holders are actually racing it out.
Oh yeah, for sure. Look at that.
One in
Only have
purple, one
minor
in green.
changes. Oh yeah, there's some minor changes.
Masuping yung purple is Propan TLC. Yes!
Yes.
Yun yung...
Nice.
Panglakas ng bata, pare.
Siyempre, sim racing also takes a toll on your arms.
Alright.
Exercise talaga yan.
Oo nga,
Kaya when you
exercise
see mga
talaga yan.
sim
Grabe.
racing, batak yung arms nila, no? Batak yung mga ano nila eh. Arms and shoulders. You have to fight the wheel talaga minsan.
Oo nga eh. Alright, so basically, just to do some bits, right? So I will be shouting out some sponsors, Joey. So,
Sure, go ahead.
So I'll go for it. I'm gonna be saying our sponsor lineup for tonight for PhilPacific. So special thanks to Parts Pro PH, Sir Rafi the Bid, Auto Performance Philippines, Sparco, Brembo, Race Room, Rota Wheels, Stregawa Custom Rigs, Mark's Hobby Shop, Kion Sondra LED, View Park Hotel, View Park Hotel Tagaytay, Siglo Cuisine, Remus Exhaust Systems, KW Suspension, DTE Chip Systems, GT Radial, Agida Laos, Laos Group of Companies, Gulf Oils, Varimark Parts, Manufacturing Incorporated, Blue Chem, My Casa Philippines, Auto Garage Pilipinas, Legit Manila, C Magazine, Petmalu Print Shop, OM Codes, Iponet Gaming, Ultra Racing, Stingray Performance, Santiago Brewery and Malt House, Philippine Race Car Drivers Incorporated, MP Turbo Philippines, ROC Rally of Champions, D4 Graphics, D4 Graphics Racing, VRS Racing Team, Dominado E-motorsports Rally, Exosia Project. And of course, last minute shout out, we have Genocleed Gaming joining us tonight. So thank you.
Let's go. So are they still in practice? I believe they're
So
still
now
in
we are in qualifying now for 10
They're
minutes.
qualifying now. Nice. Okay, already. Some of them already have entered the track. Creating some clean air. Of course, clean air is needed. Don't want somebody to mess around with your lap time, right? Especially if they're slightly slower than you are. So as much as possible, you want to create as much distance between you and the next guy.
Right.
Especially if you're gunning for pole, like what the people are doing right now.
Traffic here is going to be a bit of an issue when it comes to qualifying, as reported by some of the drivers during the last few rounds. So, grabe.
For some, like a 5-second gap might not even be enough, no?
Oh, grabe.
Some of them are already bunching up towards the straightaway. Main straight, start finish line.
So far. Next, we have Carl Torres.
Approaching turn 1. So you can already see the difference in lines just approaching turn 1. Some are going for the earlier apex, while some are going for the later apex. That means they're either their braking zones are completely different from one another. Ooh, we almost had an incident right there.
Ooh, that was so close. That was
Very
so
close. Little more, no? Top sana rin, but grabe. Galing ni Torres. Dodging it last minute on his qualifier. The mental pressure then is something that changes when you're on a qualifying lap.
Oh, man.
While in your practice, you can just, you can afford to make a couple of mistakes here and there, but when it comes to qualifiers and the actual race, no, those minor mistakes add up.
Mind games talaga, no, Joey?
Oh, yeah. The sim racing isn't only like a physical, doesn't only put physical stress on your body, but it also puts some mental stress. And
right.
Driving consistently at high speeds for X number of minutes is tiring as is.
Oh, grabe.
Add to that the pressure of somebody behind you, or the pressure of you having to catch up to somebody else. Grabe, no?
That's right. That's right.
Mental gymnastics talaga.
Literal brain flex. It's real. It's real.
Big brain moves kailangan. So right now it's a pretty standard grid. There's space between the racers right now. Not much difference. This is good clean air for them, and at least this gives them access to the.
So far on the track map, there is pretty much everyone in almost every corner. No, they're really scattered out here. Grabe.
Very scattered out. There is a pack that's bunching up towards the rear, but the distance between them doesn't seem too bad, no?
Not bad at all.
So with the lap times being let's say around 1 minute 25 at the worst, more or less within that zone, no? They have plenty of time. That's my math is correct. That's probably it's probably 4 laps, no? Or more for some of the racers.
And Right now, we see an exchange of lines between two teammates, Russell Reyes and Lance Gubalia.
Both rocking
in a
those
Bentley.
Bentleys. Yeah. So they're racing pretty similar lines. I guess they have minor differences between them in terms of maximizing
so.
track. Yeah. Look how they enter Apex at relatively the same place.
Yeah.
Once you get into the rhythm of it, no, it gets easy.
Definitely.
You know where to brake, you know where to accelerate, grab it.
Imagine the hours these two drivers render. I mean, it's unparalleled to what we do on the track, Joey.
Very true. 100% agree, Grab.
If I were them, these guys are actually still students, by the way. Russell Reyes and Lance Gubalia. My biggest advice to all of them is enjoy this time you have. Ibang students pa kayo. Okay, once you start working, man, free time,
it's a luxury.
It's a luxury. Minsan nga, you're gonna have to buy your own free time. Which I hope it won't happen to you guys. Pero grabe. Making records now, talagang they're making use of every time they have.
Oh, that's definitely a good thing.
Efficiency, no, Joey, no? The name of the game so far.
Yeah, it's actually efficiency.
Yeah.
Maximizing your time, like how they're maximizing the track. So with 3 minutes remaining, looking at the stats, I think Francis Metrillo is in first, no?
So far, Francis Metrillo has the fastest qualifying time, no? Repping that Santiago Brewery livery right there.
And then second with.
And up next, we have Aldo Balagulan. Iconic talaga yung Golf River. I can't stop looking at it, man.
See. Nice. Very nice. 2 more laps waiting for them.
Corkscrew. There they go.
Entering the corkscrew. Very nice.
Alright. So far, we're looking at the times here. We have Lance Gubalia now at P1 with the best time of 1 minute 22.30.
Nice teammate, Russell Reyes.
Coming in close second, Russell Reyes at 1 minute 22.43. Oh dear lord. The gap is 0.10 of the difference. Holy dear lord.
Wow.
0.135.
Very close. With under 2 minutes remaining in their qualifying round.
Alright,
qualifiers.
So those who are rendering times, if I were you guys, render them right now.
Oh yeah.
Especially the guys who don't want to start at the back of the grid. You don't want to be at the back of the grid for Laguna Seca, man. No way. You want to be in front.
That's a high mountain to climb.
Oh yeah.
Especially with these racers.
Joke lang. Joke lang.
Kaya naman nila yan. We have a very skilled set of drivers right now. That mountain might turn into a hill very quickly.
Oh man.
And I believe we're entering the final lap for those who are qualifying.
Alright. Now entering his final lap for qualifying, we have Earl Cahilig.
There we go.
We are coming in turn 1.
You can really hear those brakes working hard, man. Well, I wonder what their compound is for that to stand over, what, 400 degrees?
Most likely these are soft compound tires, but yeah.
Like brakes also, no? Oh no, the brakes might be carbon, I believe. Carbon ceramic.
So. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. So So for this kind of race, probably the braking power, because of the stopping power that they have, they're gonna reach what, maybe 500, 600 degrees?
More like 500, 600. I'm gonna.
It's hot.
Very hot.
You could roast the chicken like what, 700 times over.
Oh! Oh, no, 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 no.
Oh, a little squirrely there on the end, but saves it.
Almost contact there with Emerson Reguial, but that's all right. Grabe. Ayos.
Oh, grabe.
Alright.
So now we're just waiting for a couple more people to finish.
We're just going to be waiting for some people to cross the line to render their qualifying times. And we're going to be awaiting the formation lap in starting of the race. Actually, hold on. Never mind. Joey, look who we have now for P1. It's Alexis Clapano.
Wow, coming back strong. Taking that one now.
Alexis Clapano with a time of 1 minute 22.18. Dear Lord.
Grabe. Oh, the grid has formed, I believe. Yes, the grid has formed. So right now, it's pretty much the standard. What you guys are looking at right now is the standard grid with Alexis Capano in front, Lance Guballa in second, and his teammate Russell Reyes in third, with Francis Matrilia in fourth. And Aldo is also in fifth.
Alright, with Aldo Balagulan at 5th place. Up next, we have Andreas Wolf at number 6. Joey Gutierrez at number 7. Bernie Ronquillo at number 8. Kirk Alves at number 9. RL Torres at number 10. Anthony Munoz at number 11. Sky Kaiwangwan at P12. Andre Villanueva at P13. Emilson Reguial at number 14. Angelo Gabriel Lapus at P15. Marcos Nicolo Victa for P16. Parit Sayamara at number 17. James Gatlabayan at P18. Earl Kahilig at P19. Rem Tolentino at P20. Daryl Cubis at P21. JP Santillan at P22.
So the race formation lap should begin shortly.
Alright, now we're underway for the formation lap as they're going to be doing a one parade lap around Laguna Seca. So these guys are going to be preheating their tires, their brakes in formation, in preparation for the race. Alright.
So it's important that they do not pass anybody during this time and keep formation at all times.
One of the key factors to note in Laguna Seca is actually the variation of corners, the hill climb, and the massive downhill starting from the corkscrew. So this is actually going to be a sight to see, definitely. Right?
Of course. So far, it's a pretty standard formation lap. You can see a lot of people swerving around, trying to warm up their tires, but that's completely normal. Also the brakes.
Right. Everyone else sizing up each other. They're going to be warming up their tires. So if you're going to be seeing some drivers who are weaving their cars intentionally, that is only for warming up their tires. And they're still ghosted during the parade lap, so don't worry about contact in between drivers. It won't happen for this one.
It's nice.
Alright. Now they're approaching the hill climb. So
approaching turn 6, I believe, on the circuit. So they're approaching the hill climb, still warming up their tires and their brakes. Now they're approaching the corkscrew area, I believe. Pretty interesting.
Alright, now they're approaching the corkscrew. Alexis Clapano leading the pack. Alright, so far no one's spinning out as of now.
That's good, especially since their tires are still cold. They're still relatively cold.
Alright, so far this is all clear. Drivers going off track to just safely rejoin the grid. Alright, now they're going to go for a staggered grid formation. All right.
Approaching
They're
turn.
going to be staying in double file right now.
They're now approaching turn 11.
Right. Now as we await, now they're on the final corner. And Joey, are you ready to go crazy for this race?
Yes, I am.
All right, here we go, guys. Now they're on the stretch, awaiting the green light. And are we going?
Green light.
And the green light is out, and away they go.
So entering the first corner, this could be an opportunity for people to gain a couple of positions. Although it can be a risky
Russell
position.
Reyes on the inside. Oh, overshoots it.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
no. Oh, no.
Not good.
That is not
That is
good.
not good. He can still catch up though.
It's Russell
Oh,
Reyes,
somebody
he can
spins
catch.
out. There is contact in the back.
All right.
It's like they're still okay. They can still rejoin the race.
So safe to rejoin the race. That's still fine.
Still a few people going a little bit off track there. But as traffic clears, we should see a good distribution of racers.
All right. Let's take a look at the back of the grid. Let's take a view. Angelo Gabriel Lapuz. What happened there?
We have a
Oh no!
three-man
This is a
spin
crazy pack. Let's take a look at the instant replay of 10 seconds earlier from this. What happened here?
I believe they got it.
All right, here they go with the instant replays. Oh, Anthony Munoz
Oh.
contact with Angelo Lapuz on the inside.
We also have a little bit of an accident near the corkscrew.
Oh man, Alves also spins out on the corkscrew. Oh dear lord. Along with Russell Reyes. Oh dear. Looks like a demolition derby happening right here on the corkscrew. Looks like, Joey, we're going to be focusing on this corner a lot of times for this one.
For sure. Siyempre, with the racers going at it, no, 100%. Oh, Russell Reyes is trying to make a passing attempt, I think, on Kirk Alves, as they both enter the straight at similar speeds.
Russell Reyes on the inside, siding up Kirk Alves, going into turn one.
Oh, Russell will have being forced to go on the outside.
All right.
Kirk does have the advantage of the inside, however, Russell does have the speed on the exit, which secures him his spot. Very nicely done there.
Right.
As of now,
So now, Russell Reyes overtaking Rem Tolentino on the outside.
but Rem Tolentino right behind him. It's going to be an interesting battle between Reyes and Garia.
It's going to be a ladder to climb for Russell Reyes as he's going to start from the back of the grid after what happened earlier. But oh no.
Yeah.
What happened there? Was he pushed off track before entering turn one?
I believe so. I believe they have a little. I think Kirk supposedly clipped him. Oh, Russell!
Oh no! What happened there? Oh no!
They had a little bit of a bump and grind.
Little overshoot there. It's not day for Russell Reyes today. Emerson Reguilal also recovers.
Yes, they're back on track again.
We're back on track. Let's take a look at the middle of the grid, right? We have RL Torres right here chasing down James Gatlabayan for 11th place. All right.
Oh wow!
All right. And to think they're both Ferraris, man.
Wow!
All
Look
right.
at that. Relatively same line. The gap isn't changing much between. Oh, Torres
There you
attempted
go.
inside line.
RL Torres took the inside line on that corner, taking it away from
Nice.
James Gatlabayan.
Just got a clean pass.
All right. Now let's take a look at Francis Metrillo right here as they are dicing Aldo Balagulan in
Wow, look at that.
time for the final corner. Just look at that. Look how close they are, Joey.
Of course, they're really gunning for it. Although I noticed that the BMW does have a little bit of an advantage in terms of straight line speed or early acceleration.
That's right. Take a look at
Ferrari
that.
is lagging behind a little bit, but is catching up in the corners. So this
It's
could make an
catching up
interesting
on
fight.
it's catching up on the corner exit here, Joy. It's actually pretty amazing.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
Here we
right
go.
now we are just 5 minutes in the race. They have 15 minutes more to go, and still a lot could happen in Laguna Seca.
Definitely. There's a lot of action happening up front as well, with actually being pretty spaced out.
If you look at the
So you
onboard
have,
view of Francis Metrilio right here, this is how it looks like chasing down Aldo Bargola on the incline.
Close they are, no?
Look at that. Now they're in the corkscrew.
Corkscrew. So this could be nice thing.
And Aldo Bargola pulls away after the corkscrew. Oh, wow.
He's maximizing all that the BMW can offer him.
Look at the courage, these guys.
Of course.
Alright. Now up next, we have Anthony Munoz. Alright. Chasing down JP Santillan in time for the corkscrew. Here we go.
So he has to brake really hard for that one.
JP Santillan really riding on the inside of the corkscrew just to avoid spinning out.
At least he made it through.
Well, it's a three-way battle for 15th place. We have JP Santillan, Anthony Munoz, and Russell Reyes.
They enter turn 11. Munoz goes for the inside.
Contact!
Contact
No.
there. Hitting JP.
Alright, now, but dicing battle right now. Anthony Munoz defending his line against Russell Reyes, who is just right behind him.
There we go.
Man,
Great defense, really shutting the door on Russell.
Anthony Munoz denying every overtaking attempt by Russell Reyes.
Of course.
There we go. Russell Reyes on the outside. And takes it from Anthony Munoz.
Wow, nice clean pass there.
Now up next for Russell Reyes is Marcos Victor, fellow teammate who is in front of him.
He can catch up.
Keep up.
He will be able to catch up to that eventually. They still have plenty of time to do so.
To the corkscrew here. We have Joey Gutierrez right now, approaching turn 1. Grabe.
Here we go.
Joey Gutierrez right now is going to be joining the dicing that's happening in front of him between Aldo Balagulan and Francis Metrilio.
He's a couple of seconds behind, but he will surely catch up to them in a matter of time.
Definitely. It's a three-way battle for P3. Grabe.
Oh, right now, yeah.
One fellow teammate on Hold My Beer Racing team who is actually on P3 is Andreas Wolf. Look at that.
Wow, they're really going at it, no? The mental pressure for those
This line taken by
really
Andreas
high.
Wolf, attempting to pull away from Aldo Balagulan.
Here is where not making a mistake comes in key, right?
But
If you lose just a millisecond worth of time, that's distance gain between you and the guy behind you.
that's right.
They're maximizing the track there.
Alright, there they go. These two drivers
really good.
are on striking distance for Andreas Wolf right here, and he's got to be careful approaching turn 1.
If you brake too early or brake too late, really throws you off your line.
It could really throw off your line.
Oh, definitely. So far, so good. We're just building pressure right now, I believe.
Definitely.
And
definitely.
steadily
100%.
closing the gap. No? Okay, you're less than probably a meter away.
Okay, let's check out the track map right here and how everyone is doing. And just look at that. Almost in every corner right now, there's an action. There's action happening. I bet.
Racing talaga.
They are so close.
So look at that. There's between Andreas Wolf and Aldo. There's a what, maybe like less than a 5 meter gap between the two right now.
That's right.
Grab. No, in racing, there's also like a weird element of trusting the driver in front of you.
That's right. That's right.
You have to know his braking points as well, so you can be safe on track. That's very hard to do at high speed.
It takes a
Especially if
while
the-
to read the driver.
Yeah.
That's right.
Especially if you're trying to gain on him. Grab him.
It's like this is a battle between Hold My Beer Racing Team and the VRS Racing Team. Man,
Oh, that's
look what P3 is
very
real,
close.
guys.
Oh yeah, for sure. Not much change happening between the two. The distance is relatively the same. But let's see, because that mental pressure that they're putting on Andreas Wolf could change his driving style in the next few laps.
Would definitely change.
Although as a seasoned veteran, I think he's used to it now by now.
Yeah. All right. Let's take a look at the middle of the grid, right? We have Earl Cahilig right here. And RL Torres. It is a battle for 8th place.
And both with that speed bump a little bit. Similar lines, very similar lines.
RL Torres appears to be mirroring the lines of Earl Cahilig in front of him. And he's closing the gap, Joey, on the corner.
Wow. Go. Some pressure. You really need to step up the pace.
Cahilig really maximizing every inch of the track. And approaching the corkscrew, and this is gonna get interesting. Let's see it.
Let's see their lines.
Flipping
This
on
is
the
where-
inside. Oh! Getting a bit off balance there. But Cahilig
still
keeps
recover?
threading forward.
Yes. Manages to keep it in control and keep the lead over his rival. So right now, still a battle for.
Oh,
P3.
no, that's a contact. That's a rear end contact right there. Take a look at that.
Not
Take a
good.
look at that again.
Instant replay.
That's an instant replay right there. Alright, let's take a look at that happening before the final corner. Take a look at that. Probably a missed break point there. Oh, no.
Oh, not
Spin
good.
out there.
Yeah.
And now they just swap positions. RL Torres now in front of Earl Cahilig. But the race doesn't end there. And look
keeps
who we
going.
have behind Earl Cahilig, Joey. It's Russell Reyes.
Oh,
Climbing
no.
back up that grid ladder
He
once
did-
again.
Oh, yeah, he's doing really well to climb up that grid ladder. It's pressure on Earl right there.
Right, now let's head back to the top 3, right? We're about to pass the back markers now with Rem Tolentino in front of Andres Wolf.
Okay, so traffic could pose an interesting problem for Andreas
Going
Wolf
on
right
the
now,
outside, the blue flag is up for Rem Tolentino and he has to get out of the way.
right? So this could prove to be a very interesting scenario for all three drivers that are trying to get into third place right now. As
Alright.
traffic could put a spanner in the works in terms of their times and ability to chase one another.
That's right.
But so far, they've maintained their positions despite that extra variable thrown into the mix.
So far, their positions are quite uniform.
Yeah.
And now approaching Angelo Lapus. The blue flag is out.
He'll have to let them pass.
You'll have to let them
Really
pass
has
one
to
way or another.
pass.
It could be the corkscrew as the hill climb is now on the way.
Let's see.
Take a look at the view of Franz Trillo right here. Let's check it out from the helicam on the corkscrew right here. Alright. Look at that. Look how much.
Close racing there.
Alright. Angelo Lapus really making way for them to pass, and there they go.
Yeah. Look at that.
Nice.
Gosh.
Nicely done there. That's
Similar
how you
lines
pass
as well.
after the corkscrew. No needed contact, no pressure, just racing.
Yes. They're still on similar lines. I think they're all following Andres Wolf's line. I think that better gauge of the situation. Although I
These
believe
guys are on fire.
exactly.
These guys will stop at nothing to win here tonight.
That's very interesting. Does the Mercedes-Benz have a advantage on straight line speed? Not familiar with the cars.
Yes.
So it's ideal. So that explains why the gap hasn't been changing between the three racers right there.
There they go. Joey Gutierrez catching up to Angelo Lapus. Oh, no.
Angelo Lapus gets a little bit squirrely there. Enters the sand, but manages to save it.
Alright.
Goes wide.
Goes wide, giving it to Joey Gutierrez.
Yep. It's better to give a position than to crash.
That's right.
Finish first. First you must finish, no?
That's right. 100%. Let's take a look at P14. We have Parit Sayamara right here. Oh, no, he spins out. Spins out of control.
Not
What happened
good.
there? Let's take a look at that. What happened there?
Not entirely
Overtook
sure.
Oh, and there it is.
Oh, not good.
Now up to
Towards the
P5.
end. I believe Sayamara's rear tire hit the sand.
Once you
Was
hit
he in the
those
spin?
dirt,
Yeah.
spin out is inevitable.
Yeah, especially under power. Not good.
That's right. It could happen.
Yes. So right now the grid is still pretty staggered in terms of spacing, aside from the three-way battle that is still ongoing for third place right now. Grabe, the lead drivers are not willing to give an inch.
That's racing talaga.
As they, I believe they're entering this corkscrew right now. Oh, there's still similar lines. Grabe, no? They're entering turn 11 with, I believe, there's traffic right in front of them. So this could pose as an interesting challenge. Oh, no. I think that was Kirk going off track to give way to the... Not entirely sure. Wow, their pace is on point for a three-way battle for third. If you notice for the other positions up ahead, the times are pretty far off, especially between Capano and Govalia. Nice.
We have Russell Reyes overtaking on the stretch.
Oh, but let's see.
Russell Reyes on the inside.
Nice, yes, a better attack. Oh, could somebody make another pass? Could Sky try to...
denied by Reyes on turn 1.
Nice. Sky was, I think, going for an inside line there, trying to push him out. Oh. He did get a little bit squirrely on exit. I believe his rear tires did hit sand.
Yeah.
Oh no, his front.
Got in contact with the
left
sand right there,
and
but
rear.
that's alright.
Yeah. Front and left front and left rear tires. That's not a good situation to be. So Russell Reyes now has open air and is catching up to Angelo Lapus.
Let's go for an instant replay here on P11. What's happened here?
I believe he
Anthony Munoz sizing up Rem Tolentino right here.
is
Right.
okay. Oh, right now, Victor versus Munoz. Up in the back, I believe. With the race timer is down to less than a minute. Wow, so
All right, so now we're.
whatever.
I believe the leader is on the final lap.
Yes.
Go back. Alexis
So-
Lapano
Oh,
holding on to the lead.
Final lap.
final lap. Do or die for those who want to pass and increase their position on leaderboards.
The blue flag is out for Earl Cahilig as Alexis Clapano is gaining.
Yes. So right now, this is where the action will happen. As it's the last chance for people to really gain a position.
All right. The gap
So-
just won't let off for Balagulan
You know,
and Metrillo.
I think we missed this earlier for
Alright.
the battle for P3, but I think Andreas Wolf spun out because he is now in 5th. He was leading the pack a while ago, actually.
All right, now Russell Reyes coming in turn 1. Andre Villanueva on the outside. All right.
Let's see what Reyes does. As he has the inside line.
Russell Reyes gonna
he's
finish
secured
strong on
him.
P8. Will he make P7 joy? We shall find out.
We shall find out. I can't really see where the opponent is. Oh no, I think he'll maintain his position right now. The gap between him and P6 is very, very large.
Right, checkered flag goes for Alexis Clapano and a spinning finish. There they go.
Nice!
Up next, we have Lance Gubalia
Nascopalia,
on P2,
followed by
followed
Aldo
closely by Aldo Balagulan for P3
and Francis Petrillo.
and Francis Metrillo for P4. Right. P5, we have Andreas Wolf flashing his lights. Race finish. P6 is Joey Gutierrez.
Hey,
And look who we have on P7. It's Russell Reyes.
yes.
And a drift on the final corner. Oh no! Overtaken by Andre Villanueva. We spoke too soon, man. Andre Villanueva takes P7. Russell Reyes at P8. And Sky Kaiwangwan now at P9. Right?
R. Torres
Ariel Torres
at
coming
10.
in at P10. Alright, P13.
So
We have
that's
Emerson Reguilal. Possible corner overtake here. James
Let's
Gatlabayan on the
see,
final
this is
corner.
a do or die.
Oh,
He shuts the
denied
door.
by Gatlabayan.
Denied. He maintains his position.
Alright,
Let's
James
see.
Gatlabayan at P12. Emerson Reguilal at P13. Alright. And P14 goes to Earl Cahilig. Alright. P15 we have JP Santillan. Oh no, is everything okay?
I think he's adjusting settings.
Alright.
Oh, he returned.
P16. Business of blue flag. Alright. Angelo Lapuz, P16. Coming in.
Kirk Alves.
Kurt
in
Alves at
P17.
P17. I believe he's done.
Mm.
There they go. It's a good game for everybody.
Yes.
Alright. Grabe. The rest are DNF, but that's alright. Looks like there's an apology report right here from almost every driver, but don't worry, that's part of the game. Alright.
At least they're all good sportsmen.
Please do. Alright, so let's go to our drivers. Let's bring in the guys for the race interview. And also, I would like to give a shout out right now before we while we assemble all the drivers, right? I want to give a massive shout out to Sir J. Martin Revita for 200 stars and saying let's have a clean race before the start of the race. All right, and of course Doc Moy for thank you for sending 100 stars, saying great commentary, Sir Joey and Sir Keanu as always. Doc Moy, thank you so much for the support and for
Thanks
the
for the score.
and for the guidance as well before the start of the race. Okay, grabe. I believe we pulled it off. All right. So,
Of course.
we have our drivers here tonight. So who do we have here? All right. So we have Aldo, Andre Villanueva, Angelo, Earl, and Francis. All right. So far, where are the other drivers? We shall await them. But so far, no, let's go to the first person who we have here. I think we have a crowd favorite so far because of the Golf livery. I believe this is Aldo Balagulan. Sir Aldo, are you here, sir?
Hello?
Hello, Aldo.
Hello.
Kamusta ang race? Mukhang Laguna Seca. Enjoy kayo ni Francis.
Actually, hindi.
Ay, di ba?
Medyo meron yung Laguna Seca sa akin, lalo na di sa BM. Ayun, parang start ng race, okay naman eh. Pero along the way, naunahan ako ni Andreas Wolf. Then, nakahabol si Francis sa likod. Pero naging trend lang kami tatlo eh. Parang si Andreas magaling mag-defend talaga. So, parang for like 12 minutes, kami tatlo lang magkakapila. Lumayo na si Lance pati si Alexis sa amin. Pero ayun, nananapan ko lang ng butas si Andreas until nung second to the last lap. Ayun, nagkamali siya dun sa second to the last corner. Ay, umikot siya. Tapos naunahan na namin ni Francis. Pero yun, sayang nga lang. Di kami nagka-proper battle na rin naman kami ni Francis. Siyempre, nakatingin ako kay Andreas. Natingin din ako sa likod. So, parang duling bigla. Dalawa tinitig na at the same time. So, ayun. Fun race overall. With the BM, first time ko lang mag-race dito na seryoso sa gamit BM. Okay siya, pero kailangan mo bantayan sarili mo. So, I guess parang Ferrari lang din, pero with a different tune. Parang gano'n.
Oo, kasi grabe for X number of minutes, no? Talagang dicing lang kayong tatlo, ni Wolf, ni Metrillo, and then of course you. Kasi grabe, battle for P3 was really heated talaga. Intense.
Yeah, intense.
Grabe. How about you, Joey? May question ka for Aldo?
I believe he answered everything because I saw from the video na intense talaga yung labanan nila. The lines were similar. The braking points were also fairly the same. Grabe, you guys are really pushing hard to get that an inch of ground, trying to pass.
Oo. Pero so far, with what's happening kanina, Aldo, ano yung pinaka-highlight or pinaka-enjoy mong moment dito sa Laguna Seca? Kahit mahirap yung track, pero I'm pretty sure enjoy kahit paano.
I guess yung kung gaano kahirap yung kahit bumuntot lang sa isang car. Kasi yung brakes dito medyo talaga eh, medyo prone to kailangan pitch perfect, ganun na lang ang term. Ang braking mo dito or else yung pag nabuntot ka sa isang tao matatama mo siya. So yun usually ang ang nangyayari sa mga hindi pa sanay sa Laguna Seca. Kaso pag hindi mo kasi pilitin yung distance talaga, yun talagang yakap na yakap mo yung likod, hindi mo mag-pressure yung tao. Siguro hindi rin magkakamali si Andreas kung masyado ako lumalayo, or kung lumayo naman ako, si Francis yung kukuha sa akin. So I guess the best part is yun nga, keeping everything as razor sharp as possible talaga. There's little room talaga for mistakes kasi yung hindi naman si Andreas nagkamali. So ayun, wala position niya.
Talagang mind game din siya kahit papaano pag nagda-dice kayong tatlo, no?
Yes sir, lalo na kung ikaw yung meat in the sandwich, kumbaga.
Talagang high profile at saka high risk. All the same nonetheless. Pero I think the challenges na nakwento mo na sa amin, no, Aldo, pero so far looking forward to round 5, no? I think it's gonna be Olton Park if I remember correctly, no? Anything you're looking forward for round 5?
Round 5, I guess ito na yung pinaka-challenging para sa BMW. Honestly, kasi the BMW is a very big car. So, yung Olton it's a very tight track. So, magiging challenge talaga yung i-handle yung BM through the track. So, ano naman, I'll prepare for it tapos just do my best na lang din.
Alright, so Aldo, thank you so much for that, no? For that commentary, for analysis for Laguna Seca, no? Kasi grabe. Kasi grabe, Joey, even on the stream kay When in Manila, no? They're liking what they're seeing, especially kay Aldo. Grabe. And
For sure, for
for
sure.
sure, 'di ba? I mean, massive shoutout pala kay When in Manila Place for actually allowing us to co-stream with you guys. And of course, let's move on. Who do we have up next? We have Francis Metrillo.
Hello po.
Hi, Sir Francis. Good evening to you.
Good
Kamusta
evening,
so
sir.
far ang Laguna Seca for you?
Medyo mahirap siya, lalo na sa Ferrari tapos may kalabang ka sa harapan kasi grabe yung dirty air. Ito pa naman sa Ferrari, lugi ka talaga pag malakas yung dirty air. Medyo unpredictable yung kotse. So, ayun.
Parang yung display ng lines kanina, may mabilis sa corner, may mabilis sa straights, no? Kasi parang it was a perfect fight. para sa inyong dalawa. Grabe.
So,
Good show of skill din talaga, no?
A perfect
Even despite
display of
different
skill.
vehicles. Oh, yeah.
Grabe.
ang goal ko lang po kanina hinintay ko lang din si Wolf na magkamali So, talagang tinututukan ko lang kasi mahirap din pag denicing ko si Aldo kasi may susunod pa sa harapan ko. So, ayan.
Yeah. Just that too. You guys were really waiting for him to make a mistake.
Yes.
Nakatutok talaga kayo sa sa line si Wolf eh.
I think psych out yung term talaga for that, no? As in, at one point,
Pressure.
pag the pressure is real talaga, something could happen. May bangga, spin out.
Exactly.
You can never tell. Could happen. So,
Yeah.
Pero overall, Francis, no? Ano yung pinaka-highlight mo or yung pinaka-enjoy mong moment dito sa Laguna Seca?
I think yung last lap or yung before nung last lap nung umikot si Andres kasi nakawala na kami ni Aldo. So free na kami kahit mag-dicing. Kaso yun nga lang. Wala nang oras for dicing kasi last lap na rin. Ayun.
So far, challenges, I believe na nakwento mo na rin, no, Sir Francis. Pero looking forward to round 5, no? I believe this is gonna be Olton Park. Anything you're looking forward to for round 5? Kasi I believe after round 5, 15-15 na. Or it's gonna be the start of the season for PhilPacific.
For round 5, I think stick pa rin po ako sa Ferrari. Gusto ko rin masterin yung Ferrari, lalo na sa mga bagong British kasi first time ko rin ikakarera tong Ferrari sa Olton Park. Excited.
So exciting talaga yung mangyayari over the next few rounds talaga. Okay. So any shoutouts pala, Sir Francis, for the stream?
Shoutout pala sa Santiago Brewery. Lending me the livery for the Ferrari. NBRS Racing.
There you go. So thank you so much, Sir Francis. Hope to see you again on the 5th round. Alright. So grabe, no? Joey, talagang when we talk about dicing talaga, all angles are considered talaga. May sides and analysis for
Of course.
here and there.
Yeah.
So,
Of course.
Anyone you want to go up next, Joey? Ikaw naman siguro pumili.
Is Andreas Wolf here? Is he available?
Is he here?
Guys, I am. Good evening.
Hey,
Good
good evening.
sir. Sir, how was
How's it-
the race in Laguna Seca for you?
Is this PG-13 or am I allowed to swear? Because oh man, talk about throwing a race away. No, for me it was it was pretty tough. I couldn't get the tire pressures right and the whole quali, so the race was like 28.2, 28.3 in the rear. I was like seeing those guys behind me, especially those two names, which I always expect to be ahead of me. So it's like, oh wow, better keep this together. And then I think the blue flags just kind of threw me. Every blue flag and overtaking I was trying to do there was like going off the racing line and then coming back on. And then you start glancing down at the tire pressures and they're going up and think, oh no, come on. And then of course downhill, and I just lost it. And then yeah, let the two pros go by, man. I was quite surprised to still be ahead at that point, but yeah, thrown away. But yeah, great fun. Thoroughly enjoyed it. It's one of those tracks that just so variable, you know, the ups and downs, the breaking points. Yeah. If you mess up the breaking points, I mean, yeah, it kind of can throw the whole lap away, and it's kind of a short lap. So once you kind of mess up and see them in the back of your mirror there, and that blue-colored BMW, come on, you know, can't miss that, can't miss it. But yeah, it was good. It was good. We're quite happy with that cars.
I also had a question from one viewer. Like, could you ask this to Mr. Andres Wolf? How do you maintain composure with the two guys behind you? I mean, a lesser man would have spun out already, but you just kept going. How did you do it, sir?
I was probably the same man. I just delayed it a little liquor. No, it was good. It was good. Yeah, it's, like I say, it's just one of those things you got to keep eyes forward and just, you know, keep on the tracks. Sadly, our other teammate is Bernie Ronquillo. I think he had a bit of a crash, so he was kind of a bit of the spotter. So I was mixing in between crew chief, giving me a lot of directions, plus him as well. So that helps a lot. You know, he kept saying, I think Aldo behind was also struggling, and Matrillo, I guess he was probably not giving him any easy time in this. So yeah, but yeah, just keep it together and get through.
Definitely 100%. And one thing I would like to highlight here for everyone is that the team factor for Hold My Beer racing team goes a long way, right? Even though they are spread amongst the grid, they still help each other out. And I believe Sir Andreas Wolf, you can confirm that for us. Like the team dynamic is on point pretty much on every round.
Yeah, I think since day one, I mean, the three, and then became, you know, the three musketeers at one point, which was Bernie, Joey Ronquillo, and myself, and because we were kind of spread out, you know, with all the quarantine issues and God knows what. So trying to come together and, you know, trying to get some sort of setup. Now, as you can see, we're kind of driving the same cars, and then we got Anthony Munoz as well, who's a quick learner, you know, bought all the gear and off he goes, you know. And here I am in I mean, who makes a hotel without a desk? I have a round table, and how do you put a Logitech G923 on a round table? I ask you that. So I became like MacGyver. I took out the ironing board, I put it underneath the table. The only problem is, I mean, some people call it immersion, but when you're like struggling in the corner and everything's wobbling, that ain't immersion, man. I'm losing it. Yeah, but yeah, if I can, you know, just make a quick shout out to the team. I mean, as you probably know, the guys who are supporting it, I mean, you know, there's no profit, no nothing here, but we have, you know, Island Anglers, who's in Singapore. It's a company that does fishing lures, as you can imagine. Island Nation Brewing. It's also a guy during COVID time has come together, and, you know, since his job of flying airplanes came to an end, or is on hold, let's say, decided to go into brewing beer, which, you know, wouldn't anybody do that? I would. So, and then we got S5 Technologies, which is also a company in Singapore. He deals with everything SimMagic, you name it, all the fancy stuff for making rigs and so on. So yeah, big shout to them, even though this is the best way to represent them in a little quarantine hotel. That's life. That's life.
Mad respect to you, Sir Andreas Wolf.
Hey.
And, man,
for the love of racing. For the love of racing.
Indeed.
And it doesn't stop there. It actually snowballs to something bigger eventually as we go on. So
Nice.
So yeah. So also, anything you're looking forward to for the next round, Sir Andreas Wolf?
Oh, I really hope to be on it. I'll check the calendar because I don't know if you know, I'm flying for DHL here and DHL Cargo, and the roster's coming out pretty crazy right now with all these new restrictions and travel and so forth. Right. So I really hope so. I really hope to be there, but if not, it is only work related because, you know, we love this sport.
All for the love of the sport, and
said it. So thanks again, guys. Appreciate the stream for the info. It's been shared amongst many people around here, so I'm getting the WhatsApps already. So yeah, calling me idiots, but you know, it happens.
Pleasure is all
so thanks
ours,
again
sir.
to you guys. Appreciate it. Thanks again.
Thank you. Wow. Joey, grabe. The massive exchange of skill and actually for the love of the sport, it's really real among these drivers. So,
Of course.
yeah, actually even amongst us na Exosha project, talagang I think we're actually convincing the other rising stars to actually try out ACC for the first time. So
Oh yeah.
if this won't actually showcase for them, maybe the results for other drivers will dictate that for them.
Shout out to Paolo, who's trying to get into ACC as well.
Right, right. He's actually gonna be preparing for it, I believe, over the next few months. Pero we shall see.
Yes, indeed.
All right.
Is anybody else you want to interview, Keanu?
How about you take a pick, Joey?
I'm not sure. Who else? Is Lance Gubali here?
Yes.
Yeah,
Is
I'm
he
here. Hello.
Hi, Lance. Good evening to you.
Hi. Hi.
Sure.
How was it up there dicing with Alexis Clapano for P1?
Yeah, I was actually really surprised to have that much pace in this race. Like, I was really surprised to have qualified ahead of Russell. And I kind of feel bad for Russell because he made a mistake at the start. I feel like he could have joined in on that battle for the win. And I think Alexis was really faster than me today. And I just got held up by some back markers, so that didn't help either. But I still drove pretty consistently and cleanly pa rin, and I got to bring it home in second place. I'm really happy about that.
That's great. That's great. So far, no? What did you think of the track for this round, no, Lance? Talagang, is it true what they say? It's really a technical track? Even for you, perhaps?
Yeah, definitely. It's a really technical track to drive in the sense that it has a lot of different kinds of corners and there's a lot of elevation changes as well. Also, I've been to Laguna Seca in real life. I just visited the place, I looked around, and it has a really nice atmosphere. So it felt pretty cool actually driving here and performing well in ACC.
Nice. Talagang, the real life factor really plays a big role here, and actually, grabe, the overlook and everything. And also, what would you say is your highlight for this round, Lance?
My highlight would be pretty much the whole race was a big highlight for me because I was really maintaining the gap to Alexis. I really look up to the aliens in the Philippines like Alexis and Russell. I was able to, even though I was like 3 seconds behind him for a long time, I was just maintaining that gap until I got held up by some back markers. So having that much pace in the race was a big highlight for me.
Right,
That shows great driver skill talaga.
Yeah.
separates the driver skills from everyone, even from the start, no, even until now.
Yep.
And what would you say is one of your biggest struggles for this one, guys?
Definitely lapping the back markers. Since I'm still relatively new to the PhilPac series, I'm not sure how some of the back markers tend to give way in the blue flag situations. But so I just played it safe, even though I lost time behind back markers. As long as I got no damage, I was fine with it. Hopefully, in the future races, I lose less time behind them. Yeah.
I see. All right. How about you, Joey? Anything you want to ask Lance?
Why are you so fast? Speed secrets, please.
I've been really focusing on ACC lately. Since I feel like I'm pretty good na in rally, I wanted to expand to the circuit side of things. So yeah, I invested a lot of time into ACC, and thankfully my results are reflecting it naman.
So if there's one thing you want to tell like a newbie that wants to enter sim racing, circuit sim racing, what would you tell them?
I just say keep on practicing and also ask tips from like the pro drivers because they can really help talaga.
The community is so small. It's actually intimate in a way, no? So technically helping each other out here is going to be second nature. We only have amongst ourselves, and who knows? The global stage is just right there, no? And together, everyone's going to reach that.
Yes,
Exactly.
Right, so any shout outs for Mr. Lance Gubalia for tonight?
Shout out to, of course, the PhilPacific E-motorsports organizers, also Yukianu and Joey Derequito for the nice commentary, and shout out to VRS Racing then for all the support.
All right, so massive respect and thank you to you, Lance. And
Thank you.
hopefully, the
Thank you.
DMR series also is gonna be back really soon. So
Nice.
hopefully Rally is still in tune for you.
Oh yeah.
All right. So also, anything you're looking forward to for round 5 before 15-15 starts?
Olton Park is definitely gonna be another tough track, full of elevation changes. Like, I even in the VVTI Cup, it was really fun driving the Vios there. So I'm sure with the really fast GT3 cars, it's gonna be interesting talaga.
So looks like we're gonna be having a fun time the next
Yeah.
the next track.
Definitely. Yeah.
All right. So Lance, thank you so much for your time and
Thank
for
you.
the review. We'll see you on the next
Thanks.
round.
See you.
All right. So Joey, from one road driver, talagang practice is really there talaga, and
Speed time in practice is key, especially if you want to be fast.
definitely talagang seat time is also one of the biggest factors for pretty much everyone who's trying to get into sport and even to stay in one racing discipline as well. So just so you guys are aware now, Lance Gubalia right here is actually so far is number 1 in the DMR All Stars, and pretty much ever since the AAP days, no, and even Philippine E Rally, number 1. And to maintain that and still growing and evolving all the time, and even now on circuit now, he's still breaking records. That's dedication and overflowing love for the sport.
Yeah. Agreed.
Mad respect to this guy. And up next, do we have Sir Earl Kahilig?
Hello.
Hi,
Good
sir.
evening.
Good evening. How was Laguna Seca
yeah.
for you, sir?
Kind of like Monza.
Oh, like you mean Monza with elevation changes? You mean?
No, Monza with the minor bumps.
Oh, right. It's very prevalent here, especially I believe approaching the hill climb, the bumps.
Kind of crazy how it went. I was from the back. I was up until P8, picking up the scraps, but you know it happens.
So far, Sir Earl, would you share us the highlight of your race this round?
I have no highlights. I'm pretty much disappointed with how the race went for myself, at least. Although it's fine. To be honest, I kind of like my pace. I was making really minimal errors, despite hating Laguna Seca because of the sausage curves. I did well. I was driving well, but you know, things happen and kind of messes you up.
It happens to the best of us, and
Yeah.
of course, even for the next few rounds, I think everyone has his day as well. So, not to worry. All part of racing.
Okay.
But so far, Sir Earl, would you name us your biggest challenge for this round? Is
Biggest
it
challenge
the
for
track, the back
no.
markers, or anything else?
It's pretty much the track. Like I actually gave it some time to be really consistent on the track. Like I gave it an hour, and all I did was try to keep on track and not really do fast times. Just wanna be consistent. Just don't wanna. I wanna make white times like 10 laps consistently, and I did it. And the race was fine as well. It kind of trickled into the race. I was driving pretty good. Really minimal mistake. So that's the challenge. The track itself for me is the challenge.
So it looks like pretty much everyone who we've interviewed, Joey, it really has the track talaga. No? Has the
Yeah, the
challenge
track.
talaga.
Shout out
Exactly.
to Paul Lopez for doing the TV director stuff. That's awesome work. I
Yes.
love the commentary how you did it this time. It was really great.
It's all the
And Sir Joey, yeah.
involvement
Good
that
evening.
we're trying out. Yeah. Mad respect to you, Shadowheart, Paul Ryan Lopez. And also, Sir Earl, any shout outs for this round for you?
Nothing much. I have some friends who tuned in for the first time. Like I've been racing for a while, and it's so hard to convince my friends to watch my streams. But it's fine. Shout out to you guys, anyone who watched.
All right. And so anything you're looking forward to, sir, for round 5 before the 15-15 series starts for PhilPacific?
Nothing much. I haven't raced in Alton yet, so gonna give it some time, some seat time to improve.
Nice. Practice is key, after all.
How about for you, Joey? Anything you want to ask, Mr. Earl Kahili?
How's the settings of your car in terms of adapting with the bumps? Did you lower the dampers, increase them to a certain amount, or did you have like a preset in mind before you entered the race?
Well, my problem really with the track is the sausage curbs, and for some reason, with my old setup, I couldn't aim well for the sausage curbs to evade them, or it's like I'm understeering and oversteering at the same time. So what I did is I followed Sir Alexis' post on the group chat and moved my brake bias forwards, and it fixed a lot of things for me.
Minor tuning really helped.
Yeah, I was up from 63% brake bias to 57, and it's just awesome. It just made the car really drive well.
Wow, so really that one minor adjustment talaga helped you a lot.
It goes a long way talaga.
Yeah.
Grabe. Man. All right, so Sir Earl, thank you so much for that
Thank you.
for that review, sir, and see you again on round 5
You will.
for the preseason. All right, sabi, talaga Joey, talagang the tuning talaga goes a long way, no matter how big or small. It's a big impact.
Okay.
All right, who do we have next? I believe we have Kirk Alves.
Hey,
Hi.
Kirk.
Hi, Kirk. How are you doing this fine day in Laguna Seca?
Not very hot.
Very hot. Why is that, man?
Okay, so before the race started, I was preparing myself to start streaming. And shout out to Sky Fiber for not allowing me to stream. You guys are the best.
Oh no.
Oh,
And
no.
then also shout out to my stomach for acting up like 10 minutes before qualifying.
Oh no. No.
And it just for the entirety of the race. It's still hurting now actually.
Oh no.
The hidden enemy
The hidden enemy. That's yourself.
strikes.
Did you mix Red Bull with milk? I hope not.
No, I had no Red Bull today.
Damn it. No. Oh man. I wonder how that would be with Red Bull, but yeah. But so
It's a
far,
speed secret.
yeah, a speed secret done by Kirk
Red Bull,
Alves.
Red Bull before the races.
Yeah.
But yeah,
If you're gonna see one article for Speed Secrets or Red Bull, I think you know who's that gonna be. All right. But overall,
But yeah,
Kirk,
overall-
any highlight for you in Laguna Seca?
highlights. Well, I wouldn't really say it's a highlight, but I guess it's learning experience for me because now I know better. Now I know how to drive a car that's severely damaged better.
A fair point. Okay.
Point.
Yeah.
So how was
Survival.
it? Yeah. How was it? What did you do to adapt to the situation given the damage to your car?
I really just analyzed what my car wanted to do. So in my case, I lost rear downforce, so my car then would naturally want to oversteer or step out. So what I did was I just adjusted my steering inputs, be a little less jerky. I adjusted my throttle inputs. I was slower and smoother, and it worked out. It worked out.
it goes to show that in racing, there's a learning curve, even if your car is damaged.
Oh,
The
definitely.
changes with that minor damage can do to your car can really affect your driving style and push you out of your comfort zone.
Exactly.
Definitely. And actually, the way every driver adapts to the situation, it actually separates them from
That's very true.
the whole grid. So for the lack of a better description, right? So that's gonna be it. Any well, the biggest challenge I believe was maintaining the car, right? But yeah,
Just nursing it home.
and also avoiding the pits, no? Because normally with a damaged car, you won't hesitate to just drive in and have the car fixed.
Yeah, definitely.
I didn't think you did it at once.
Nope. I thought of entering the pit. I thought about it, but then my lap times were still fairly competitive. I was doing high 25s, low 26s. So I thought, may as well catch up to, say, 15th or something. Might be able to do it.
Nicely done, man. So, any shout outs from you, Kurt, for this one?
Yeah, shout out to Sky Fiber for not letting me stream again. And also shout out to Exosha Project. To the team. Also to you guys for bringing us this high quality content.
Definitely, man. Mad respect, actually, to all the drivers and to you guys who are watching the stream right now. And wow, I'm overwhelmed actually with what we can achieve even today. And hardware issues, guys, not a problem anymore. So any glitches out there, that probably is the internet, not me anymore. But nonetheless, massive shout out to everyone. And anything you're looking forward to for round 5, Kurt?
Ooh, round 5 is where again? Ulton?
Alton Park,
Yeah.
I believe. Yeah.
Bro, okay, I'm gonna need to get the DLC.
Oh. Ooh.
Yeah, I don't have the DLC. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. We'll find a way around that. Not to worry. So thank you so much, Kurt, and we'll see you again on round 5.
Yeet.
Yeah. All right. So I think, last but not least, we have Angelo Lapus.
Good evening, everybody!
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
May ibang intro naman.
Kamusta ang Laguna Seca para sa iyo, Sir Gab?
Ayun, everything went well until like the third corner. Hindi ko matandaan. Third corner yun. Nag-dive sa akin si Sir Anthony, as in dive bomb. Tapos, nagkatamaan kami. Tapos, na-aksidente na lahat ng mga kasabay ko. And that caused me to be more careful with the car but still maintain aggressiveness. Until nagkukwentuhan kami ni Aldo and ni Francis. May binimension kami something sa inside joke namin. Nag-backfire sa akin yung inside joke. Ayun, lumabas yung Gab missile, bumalik sa akin. Tinamaan ako ng sarili kong missile. Ayun, nag-crash yung sasakyan ko, wasak yung steering. As in, tabingi, angat yung hood, basag yung windshield.
Oh no.
Hindi ko alam kung paano ako naka P17. I started P18, bumagsak ako ng 21 or 20 yata. 21. Tapos sabi ko, bahala na. Iniisip ko na mag-retire. Sabi ko, what if i-retire ko na? Parang wala na rin kasi mangyayari maganda. Kasi sira na yung sasakyan. Maganda. As usual, perseverance. Tuloy lang. Ayun. Hanggang sa ang daming karambolang nangyari. May mga nag-spin out. May mga natamaan yata. And hindi ko alam kung paano ko na-drive yung sira kong sasakyan. Pero malakas talaga yung tiwala ko sa Aston V8. I think it's just the connection between me and the car and knowing the setup na ginamit ko.
Definitely.
Kasi nagpulot lang ako ng setup na nakita ko sa sa mga collection ko. Kung ano kaya pwede gamitin dito? Ay, naman siguro maganda to. Buti na lang yung setup na ginamit ko, tinimpla namin ni Aldo ng maigi yun. So I got used to it. I drove it for a long time then, practicing it for 4 hours endurance. Ayun, gumana siya sa Laguna Seca even though medyo delikado kasi mababa yung wing ng setup ko. So medyo ma-oversteer siya pag hindi ka maingat. Pero kinaya naman. I guess one thing na naging advantage ko is when I started to compete in sim racing leagues, ang pinakaunang pinapractice ko is driving a broken car. Hindi ako nagta-drive ng matinong sasakyan. Sira lagi yung dinadrive ko. Sinasadya ko, ibabangga ko sa dingding, tapos titingnan ko, ito tabi-tabi na yung steering. Sige, pa-practice ako. Tatry ko umoras ng siguro mga 3 seconds lower than my usual time. Or kung kaya kong gawin yung same time ko, mas okay. Pero nasanay ako sa ganun For a long time, yun talaga yung pinapractice ko. Kasi lagi akong nababangga na aksidente, nauuntog sa dingding. And nag-pay off siya dito. Although, mahirap kasi nasanay ako sa AC na walang aero damage or hindi masyado ramdam. Dito kasi ramdam mo talaga kapag angat na yung wing, kapag angat na yung hood, basag yung diffuser, wasak yung wing, mga ganun. So I think that's one of the things that helped me the most sa Laguna Seca and sa mga nangyari sa akin.
Talagang
Goes to show
the
talaga.
realism talaga is big, no? Massive kay ACC.
Yeah, and your specialized training paid off.
Still can't believe it na magagamit ko siya until now. Kasi I was just thinking of like, sige, I know everyone around sa P14 pababa is gonna be aggressive on lap 1. Na-predict ko na, alam ko na mangyayari. But I didn't expect na madadali pa rin ako. So, wala, racing talaga. Pero my plan was just to let them pass. Like, kukunin ko yung outside, hayaan ko sila mag-dive bomb. If may mangyaring masama sa dive bomb nila, take advantage ako. Kaso, hindi ko napansin na may kotse pala sa likod ko kasi I was focused on the cars in front. Hindi ko masyado pinansin yung rear view. And hindi ko alam side by side din pala yung dalawang sasakyan sa likod ko. So, hindi ko siya masyado nakita. Nagulat na lang ako, may nagda-dive na. Ayun, tinmaan ako. So, the strategy was there but ginulang ako sa awareness. So, sayang.
Yeah. Pero okay lang yan. That's racing.
Fine. It's part of the race talaga.
Oh.
Ayun. And also, grabe, kasi halos highlights and challenge na yun, no? All-in-one, no, Joey?
Yeah.
Grabe. And, actually, sa corkscrew pa lang, at saka, I think one corner, pinagdiskitaan ka ng 3 drivers, no? I think that was one review na instant replay na ginawa natin kanina, Joey. Yeah.
So my corkscrew, I think that's Andres Wolf, Aldo and Francis, sila ba?
No.
Hindi sila.
Sila
Different cars.
News na ata to
Oh.
Yeah. But anyway, we'll get to see it. We'll get to see it sa stream once the replay is out. Pero yeah, so far it's all good, no? So yun, any massive shoutouts for you, Sir Gab, for this round?
Syempre shoutout sa VRS Racing Team. Maraming salamat sa inyo. Hindi ako mag-i-improve ng ganito sa sim racing kung hindi ko kayo nakasama at nakilala. And of course, shout out to PhilPacific E-motorsports for hosting and organizing this league. Sobrang saya talaga mag-participate in local leagues. And of course, shout out to the commentators, Sir Keanu and the gang. Sobrang galing ng commentating nyo. Grabe ang taas ng quality.
For the love of the sport, sir. Tsaka it's our pleasure.
For the love of the
to do this
sport.
talaga.
Yup.
Kasi, yun. Maliit pala yung community natin, pero as the day goes by, lalaki tayo. Dadami tayo,
Yep.
guys. Not to worry about
Definitely.
that. So, ayun. And also, anything you're looking forward on round 5? Bago tayo mag 15-15?
Round 5, my favorite track, Alton Park.
Ah! Yes!
sobrang excited ako kasi it will be a challenge, lalo na in ACC kasi enjoy kong mag-drive sa Alton Park pag AC yung gamit at mabagal na kotse. Pero pag gumagamit ka ng GT3, iba yung perception of speed and iba yung feeling ng track. So, let's hope for the best. Sobrang excited lang talaga ako kasi one of the, this is one of the tracks na inaabangan ko talaga sa Alton Park. Yung Alton Park, rather. And malaking challenge to kasi we never know when accidents might happen, and if it does happen, maliit yung kalsada. And may mga barriers na kapag tumama yung sasakyan mo, may possibility bumalik sa track and di mo talaga siya makokontrol. So it will be up to the cars approaching on how they would predict and evade the accident na pwede nilang masalubong.
Definitely.
Very true, very true.
Definitely, 100%. So I believe we can conclude there, no, for Sir Gab. Sir Gab, thank you so much for
Thank you, sir.
the story
thank you din
and
po,
for the
thank you din po.
analysis for your end, no, as a driver for Laguna Seca. Kasi talagang I think we can safely say, no, Joey, for all the drivers present today, talagang the track was the biggest challenge. No?
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Whether it's the conditions, the bumps, the elevation change, the traffic also.
Yes.
All part of it. All part of racing talaga. And buti nga, hindi umulan.
Oo nga,
Hindi ko
we were
ma-imagine
expecting a
yung
few wet.
corkscrew na to pag umuulan. Ang gulo siguro ito pag umuulan. Grabe.
Daming
If
speed
it did
to it.
rain,
Oh no, Kirk, I think
Daming
you're gonna
speed to it.
vibrate if it rains on Laguna Seca. Grabe. Alright.
Grabe.
Alright, so I believe we have reached we have reached the end of the race and even for the interview, no? I think we got every driver present.
Yes, we did, we did.
Yeah, so massive shout out talaga to everyone who stayed all the way to the end, no? Ever since the start of the stream and even on this race and even on the interview and even until now. So, Joey, how about for you? Before we conclude the stream, any shout outs would you like to
Shout out to Exosia and to Nick Droid for helping us with the camera work, and also to Paul Ryan Lopez for helping direct also behind the scenes. Yung mga unsung heroes natin for the stream din, no?
Alright,
They
yeah.
provide us with the graphics,
Definitely, man.
Yeah.
Talagang the main man behind all this production is actually Nick Droid. The man, the myth, the legend. Right? Grabe. So, mad respect to you, man. Alright. And also, I would like to give a shout out to Miss Michelle Marie Balnaha, one of the admins, right? Massive shout out po to you. And I would like to go through the sponsors list for now for support of PhilPacific E-motorsports. So basically, we have Parts Pro Philippines, Auto Performance, Sparco, Brembo, Race Room, Rota Wheels, care of Mr. Mick Rojas, Srigawa Custom Rigs, care of Doc Moy, Mark's Hobby Shop, care of Sir Mark Paradina, Kion Sondra, View Park Hotel Tagaytay, Siglo Cuisine, Remus Exhaust Systems, KW Suspension, DTE Chip Systems, GT Radial, Aguila Laos from the Laos Group of Companies, Gulf Oils, Garimark Parts, Manufacturing Incorporated, Blue Chem, My Casa Philippines, Auto Garage Pilipinas, Legit Manila, C Magazine, Petmalu Print Shop, OM Codes, Iponet Gaming, Ultra Racing, Stingray Performance, Santiago Brewery and Malt House, Philippine Race Car Drivers Incorporated, MP Turbo Philippines, ROC Rally of Champions, D4 Graphics Racing, JL Customs, EER E-motorsports, VRS Racing Team, Dominado E-motorsports Rally, Exocia Project, and Gino Creed Gaming. Alright, so that's everyone for the support for PhilPacific E-motorsports, guys. A massive shout out and mad respect to all of you who are actually watching and those who stayed till the end of the stream. Guys, you guys are the main show. You guys are the main highlights of the stream, not just us and the drivers, but also the audience. So guys, I'll be looking forward to seeing all of you on round 5. That's going to be the same time at 8 p.m. next Sunday. So don't miss out. It's going to be the last round for the preseason, and 15-15 will begin on the next few weeks to come. So, anything to follow up, Joey?
No, I'm good.
All right. So, guys, I would like to thank everyone and see you all next week.
Thank you
Until
guys
next
so
time.
much.